Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the fine dining training. Today, we're going to talk about service rules, skills, and techniques because in fine dining, the rules are different and we implement different skills and different techniques than in a casual dining restaurant. The first, we're going to talk about core rules for successful guest service. This chapter is going to be about what is served from the left side of the guest, what is served from the right side of the guest, what is the sequence of service, and then of course some noteworthy practices that you have to follow to provide your guests with the best, the highest quality F&B service. Now, performing to the right of the guest, plate service. In Europe, plates are served and removed from the right side of the guest with the right hand. In the United States, plates are served with the left hand from the left side of the guest and they are removed from the right side of the guest with the right hand. That's probably the only difference in a la carte service between Europe and United States. Drink service. All the drinks and beverages are served to the right of the guest with your right hand, while you're carrying the drinks on a tray with your left hand. Soup pouring. Now, soup is poured from the spouted pot into the plate with your right hand from the right side of the guest. Adding covers. Any covers placed to the right of the guest or cutlery items to be replaced are managed from the right with the right hand. Dessert spoon is brought down. If it's already preset on the table, it's brought down to the right side of the guest with your right hand. Performing to the left of the guest. When you're serving a main course, now in Europe, you're going to bring the main course and you're going to serve it with your right hand from the right side of the guest. But if this main course has a side salad and you have to place it on the left side top of the main course, you're going to do this with your left hand and you're going to put it from the left side of the guest on the left side of the main course. And that's, now like I said, in the United States, we are going to do anything from the left side anyway. We're going to serve the main course with the left hand from the left side and we're going to place the salad plate as well from the left side with the left hand. Additional plates, if you put a bread plate, butter knife, they stay on the left side next to the fork. So we're not going to do this with the right hand. We're going to do it with the left hand from the left side of the guest. No obstruction to the guest movements or interactions whatsoever. That's how we do it. Platter presentation. Now, in, let's say, Russian service or French service, we serve from a food platter with your right hand, but we present the platter to the guest from the left side with the left hand so they can see what is on the menu for today. All right, so that's done from the left side with the left hand. Soup service, when we are serving the soup with a ladder, so we're gonna place the empty soup bowl in front of the guest, then we're gonna carry the soup pot in our left hand and with the ladder we're gonna serve into the soup bowl from the left side of the guest. Now French service, like we said, platters are presented to the guest from the left side. Covers and cutlery, any covers that stays on the left side of the guest or cutlery like the dessert fork is removed or moved down with the left hand from the left side of the guest. Clearing items that are placed on the left side of the guest like the butter plate, the butter knife that we took, we have to clear that with the left hand. Dessert fork I already said. Table cleaning, we are, let's say, crumb the table, we do that from the left side of the guest again. So those are the things that we are performing to the left of the guest. And guys, you have to remember that You have to follow those rules because they are important. Those are little details, but they are important, and working in fine dining means you have to follow all the details and you have to really perform by the rules of fine dining. All right, let's talk about some noteworthy practices that you have to follow, because those are, again, rules in fine dining. And like many people think those are small details that are not big deal, but in fine dining, everything is big deal and we need to follow the rules. Clockwise movement. Whenever it's possible, you move clockwise around the table. Serving or clearing plates, glasses, whatever you do, you just move clockwise around the table. Everybody, all the stuff. Tray usage. Always carry small items, glasses, silverware on a tray, never in your hand. Proper underlay. Now, use cloth or paper napkins as underlay for bowls, glassware, oven to tableware, service sauce bowls. We always have to have the proper underlay, so we prevent sliding out of the plate and slipping into the laps of the guests, having accidents. Plateaus. Now, meals should be carrying on plateaus. Trays only to the sideboard. In Europe, we don't use tray service that much. When we're serving food, we carry the plates with our hands. In America, 90% of the restaurants implement tray service. You put the plates on a big food tray and you carry that to the table. Now, in fine dining, we do not serve plates from the tray directly. You put it on a tray jack or you put it on a side station and then you serve properly. Of course, if you go to Greece, you will see how those waiters carry a big food tray, like 15 plates on it, and they are holding it in their hand and just serving from the tray directly to the table. That's really tricky and it's not presentable. Vignette placement. When we are setting a table or when we're serving glasses, when we're serving food, make sure that the vignette on the glass or on the plate is facing the guest. A small detail, but very important detail. Cutlery placement. If a guest uses a wrong cutlery for the, let's say, appetizers, they use the main course cutlery, we need to remove with the plate once they're finished the appetizer cutlery and the main course cutlery that they used, and then of course bring new main course cutlery. Plate temperature. In fine dining, we serve really hot plates for hot meals. Waiters have to use napkins to serve those and carry those, and make sure that we warn the guests when the plate is really hot, especially when we are placing it in front of kids. Now, sequential clearing. Clearing plates and cutlery items for a particular course only after all guests have finished that course. In fine dining, we never clear a guest plate when he's finished and the rest of the people are still eating, unless the guest explicitly asks you to remove his plate, which is probably never going to happen, but if they ask you, then of course you will remove it. In other cases, you just wait for everybody to finish on the table their meal, and then you remove the plates. Soundless service. We have to maintain soundless demeanor, not making noise with the plates, with the silverware, not making too much noise between ourselves when we're talking in the restaurant with our colleagues. We have to be really cautious. Fine dining is very quiet. The music is low, the lights are low, people enjoy their evening out with friends and families, and we have to really maintain soundless demeanor. Ashtray etiquette. If you're working in a smoking environment, you have to replace the ashtrays promptly, one, maximum two cigarettes, and you never leave, even if it's one cigarette, you never leave it on the table when you serve the food. There is food on the table, the ashtray should be absolutely clean. Croissant removal, we remove the salt and the pepper shakers, or if we have some sauces and olive oil, whatever, from the table after the main course is finished. Table crumbing, the same way, we crumb the table meticulously, make sure it's clean for the dessert, and of course we bring the fork and spoon, dessert fork and dessert spoon down and prepare for dessert. Glass placements. Now, this is very important because a lot of people don't understand and don't practice it, but in fine dining, we do not remove the last used wine glass and water glass when the guests are finished with everything. Let's say the guests are finished with the meal, they finish with dessert, they have the water glass and the wine glass still sitting on the table. We do not remove that. If they had with dessert some coffee, yes, we can remove the coffee cup, we can remove the dessert forks and dessert knives and dessert plates and everything else, but we leave the empty water glass and wine glass on the table until the guests leave. It's part of the etiquette, so make sure you follow that, guys. Coffee and digestive service, we serve them, we clear them, they're not part of this etiquette that we have to leave on the table until the guests are gone.